Hello and welcome back to Big 2 TV, guys. I'm Daddy Payne.
And I'm Vindaloo.
Right, now that Naughty Dog has finally released the 1.02 patch for Uncharted 3, we can safely say...
Hold on. Uncharted 2 for Uncharted 3 patch.
Yeah, I guess you could call it that. Because essentially they're bringing back the mechanics to something more similar to Uncharted 2. And now that they finally released it, we can safely say there isn't going to be too much change in terms of the mechanics. So we can finally release our series on our tutorial videos, which is going to bring all the players up to speed and hopefully get everyone onto a similar level.
Yeah, so, they'll have to start and stop with all the changes that are going on. So, yeah.
Definitely.
Good time to do it.
Now, the first concept we're going to bring you today is going to be pretty much second nature for all you expert players out there, especially you veterans from Uncharted 2. All you guys new to Uncharted 3 is a concept that must be mastered. Really, very, very important. Once you guys get to grips with this, you're going to see a huge difference in terms of the skill of your gameplay and in terms of the rewards of you getting kills, etc. And you're going to find the whole game becomes a lot smoother in general.
Okay, enough jibber jabber, let's get on with the show.
Definitely.
Okay.
First concepts we're looking at today is camera work and corner shooting. Let's go over to a demonstration we've got in a custom game to show you exactly what we're... Right, onto a custom game we've got set up on the Desert Village stage with myself and Talisman29. We just want to demonstrate here the concept of camera work.
And basically how Uncharted 3 as a game works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now what we're going to do is you can see here I've selected the Selling character, and what I've done here, I'm just going to pause it here for a second so you guys see what I'm talking about. I'm just leaning up against the wall here. Now in a real life scenario or in a first person game, first person shooter,
you'll be just staring at the wall.
You'll be staring at the wall and you would not have this vantage point, as you can see, towards the right and to the left, where we're able to see a very good clear perspective of what's going on around him while in cover.
Yes.
Yep. Now we're just gonna run it here for a second, where Talisman29 comes into the shot, as he assisted us so kindly.
Oh, there he is.
Here he comes.
Here we go.
And what we're going to demonstrate here, he's just going to pace up from left to right, and as you can see, we can see him very clearly, which means we have a significant advantage over him. But when we switch the camera to Talisman, he has no idea that we're there.
Yeah, it's pretty unfair, really.
Yeah, it's quite a major advantage. Quite a major advantage in terms of the camera work. As you can see, when he's aiming here, he still can't see us. So basically, the idea of camera work is to use it to your advantage, so that you can have a preemptive strike over your opponent.
Exactly.
How you want to attack that's entirely up to yourself.
Exactly.
But the idea is just to give you the advantage. Right, onto another angle that we've got set up here from a different perspective, just to show you that the camera work works throughout the map and literally anywhere on the screen. Once again, we're going to lean against the wall here. And as you can see, Talisman is pacing up and down, and we have a clear shot of him, just running up and down, and he has no clue of where we are at all whatsoever.
Well, Daddy Payne, sorry, when you're saying leaning there, you're not actually pushing the circle button, so it's just basically just standing there.
Ah, good point. Yeah. Good point. Yeah, sorry, we're not actually pressing the circle button to lean against the wall. We're literally just standing there, and just by taking cover, using
right analog to move around.
And just by using the right analog stick, we're able to stay in cover while having a fantastic view of Talisman, and obviously what that gives us is the preemptive strike against him. Right, here we're trying to demonstrate that the camera work works in all varieties of angles, by the way, guys. So you can take it from an upward angle or below angle.
Even in sandstorms.
Even as,
Why did you guys do that?
I know. Apologies for the quality, guys. We shouldn't have done it during the sandstorm. But here, as you can see, basically, we're leaning against the wall that's just above the head of the character, and he can see the opponent from above, while the opponent from above can't see. Has no idea where he is.
No idea.
So what we're trying to tell you is basically be imaginative with the camera work. There's really, very few limits on the Uncharted series about what you can and can't do in terms of camera work. So experiment with it, tinker around with it, because once you get to grips with it, it is a very skillful tactic. Another example of the use of camera work is obviously taking cover behind objects.
That has to be done quite often, really.
Yeah, taking cover because obviously is good to prevent from people shooting at you and to be able to avoid getting shot at. And again, obviously it works in the sense that obviously again you can demonstrate that Talisman29 has no clue that we're there, and again we have the preemptive moment.
Are you teaching people to camp? Daddy Payne. Are you pro camping?
We are, guys. By the way, we're by no means pro camping, or actually we don't condone it and we don't discard it. All we're basically telling you, we're not telling you here, listen, lean against the wall until someone pops their head out.
We're just telling you how it works.
Yeah, we're just telling you how the system works so that you can use it to your advantage. And obviously that when you're approaching an enemy or you're approaching a particular room or a scenario, you know what to do in order to be cautious so that you know whether there's like 50 enemies behind there before you make a move.
Exactly.
Now the final demonstration we're going to do here in terms of camera work is sort of taking cover, but from a higher ground. From a higher ground. Once again, as you can see, we've got a perfect view of Talisman, and he has no clue where we are. He's just running around aimlessly, doesn't looking for an enemy, but we're the ones waiting for him.
Yeah, just goes to show that how important high ground is in this game.
Yeah.
You know, you can pretty much look anywhere you want and you can see anything.
Definitely. Obviously, you know, by taking
Oh,
up the
here
high
we go.
ground.
Sandstorm again.
Sandstorm once again. I don't know why we didn't see that when we were doing the demo video. Sorry, guys. Apologies for the sand, but
You get the idea.
you get the idea of what we're trying to explain here. Right, so that's camera work in a nutshell, guys. It is a basic concept where we really can't stress the importance of it enough, can we?
Yeah, all the best players from Uncharted 2 had impeccable camera work, so we definitely can't stress how, you know, by mastering this, you would notice you die less.
Definitely.
then you start enjoying the game.
Definitely, and you get a lot more kills as well.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just the key thing with camera work is that it gives you an advantage over your opponent about where they're coming from, and they have no idea where you are. So it's that key moment, those key few seconds where you have that preemptive strike. Very, very important. Now, the next concept we're going to be talking about today is the concept of
corner shooting.
That's right, corner shooting, baby. And in a nutshell, what that basically is a combination of camera work in conjunction with the accuracy of your shooting. Let's go over to a custom game now so we can show you exactly what we're talking about.
Let's have another look.
Right, on to corner shooting and our demonstration here again with Talisman 29. Talisman can't see me at all, and I've got a clear shot of him. I'm just going to pause it here for a second. Now, most people, when they come in this sort of angle, they assume that Talisman has got a clear view of me, the same way I've got a clear view of him, and we're able to shoot each other.
Or a good view of him.
Or a good enough view.
Yeah, we know there's a wall there, but
exactly.
A good enough view.
Yeah, now I'm just going to run this frame again. As you can see, I can easily pick off Talisman. You can see the hit marker connecting there. Now, once you get it from the other perspective and you look at it from Talisman, he's practically got nothing to aim at whatsoever.
Nothing whatsoever.
Literally 10% of the figure to look at,
yep.
and that's what he's got to aim at in order to kill me.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, if that. So it's very easy for me to pick him off, while for him it's extremely, extremely difficult. Now, this corner shooting, I can't stress again how important this is. It's another vital concept into mastering the game. Even if you're not too keen on using the technique too much, it's important to know that it can be used against you.
No, I never did. He died there. What's going on?
Well, I know Talisman wasn't meant to kill me. But his shooting's obviously quite good.
well, anyway, back to I never did understand why there was people frowning upon corner shooting in in Uncharted 2, because it's also a battle of positioning.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
If you're complaining about that, well, get out of the situation in the first place.
Exactly,
you know?
exactly. I mean, to be honest, what I found is, I don't like to complain about too much in a game.
Yeah.
If you know, if something exists in the game, you got to deal with it. If you can't handle it, then to be honest, you should potentially try a completely different game. If it's going to frustrate you,
well, you're not learning really, are you? Just moaning.
Exactly.
Sometimes moaning does help.
It's just good to vent frustration at times, you know.
Yeah, you might get a patch out of it, you know.
Yeah, but basically what we're trying to tell you here is that, you know, camera work and corner shooting are two vital concepts, and it will come up time and time again in every match that you play. And as you know, once again, I'll just repeat what I said. If you're not in favor of using it too much, it's important to know that it can be used against you, and the scenarios in which it's going to be used against you, so you can avoid getting killed in that.
Yeah, play smart.
Exactly. Right. The final other thing we want to teach you about corner shooting is the idea of the default camera being over the right hand shoulder. As you can see here, I'm trying to do the corner shooting from the other angle, and it's not quite working in the same way, because the default setting for the camera work is over the right hand shoulder.
Yeah.
So the corner shooting concept in general, as a rule of thumb, only works from when you come from the right hand side. As you can see, if I come from the left hand side, I've given Talisman a clear view of me. Well, I've actually got I'm actually the one with the limited view.
Exactly. You can only, again, just staring at the wall there.
Exactly. Now, the way to counter that is to change the camera work from the default setting to the left-hand setting.
Yeah, we know a cheat for that.
Yeah, a very complicated cheat.
Very complicated.
You have to go to the options menu.
Up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B.
Yeah, you basically have to go to the option menu and just toggle the and enable basically the over the over the shoulder switch. Yeah, exactly, the shoulder switch. Now, to do that, to activate that, just by literally pressing down the left analog stick. And what we're going to show you here exactly how it works. As you can see, I've just switched to the over the left hand shoulder. It's not
still not ideal in that.
It's not ideal,
battle.
is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not ideal in terms of the corner shooting battle, but it's better than the default setting.
It's much
for sure.
better. At least you give what percentage? 20% more.
Exactly, 20% more of a view.
30%, yeah.
But definitely, as a rule of thumb, in terms of the camera work and the corner shooting, is definitely highly, a lot more recommended to come from the right hand side than the left hand side. Gives you much more of an advantage.
Yeah, left-handers are weirdos.
whatever. Right. Anyway, guys, that sums up our tutorial video for today. I hope you enjoyed it and you find the content useful. Get onto Uncharted 3 and start practicing.
Start training, guys.
And we'll see you on our next segment. This is Daddy Payne signing out.
And this is Vindaloo signing out.
Peace out, folks.
Slap.